The war between Iran and Israel has taken a serious turn, and now Russia is stepping in with a very strong message. The United States should actually stay out of it. As the world watches this dangerous conflict unfold, Russia has warned that any military move by the United States in support of Israel could lead to more serious consequences for everybody who's involved. The tension began when Israel launched a major airstrike campaign against Iran, targeting multiple military and nuclear sites. In return, Iran fired back with missiles and drones, hitting Israeli cities and military locations. Since then, the war has only grown more intense, and many are worried that it could spiral into a much bigger international conflict. Russia, which has a close partnership with Iran, is now trying to position itself as a peace mediator. Moscow and Tehran recently signed a strategic cooperation agreement, deepening their military and political ties. However, Russia has not provided Iran with any weapons or military support in response to Israel's attack. Instead, Russian President Vladimir Putin is attempting to appear natural, criticizing Israel while offering to help bring peace to both the sides. On Thursday, Russia's foreign ministry spokeswoman Maria Zakharova made a direct statement warning the United States not to send troops or get involved militarily in Iran-Israel war. She said such actions would be a very dangerous step and could lead to serious and unpredictable consequences. Now, this warning came just a day after United States President Donald Trump said that he was thinking about joining the conflict on Israel's side. Speaking to the reporters, Trump said, "I may do it, I may not," but added that he was not interested in Russia's help in the matter. Trump made it very clear that he rejected Putin's support or any kind of offer to mediate the conflict. According to Trump, he told the Russian leader to first focus on ending its own war in Ukraine. He said that let's mediate Russia first, you can worry about this later. Now, this response clearly frustrated Moscow, with the Russian spokesperson later saying that it's not Trump's place to decide who can act as a mediator and who cannot. Rather, they insisted that only the countries directly involved, Israel and Iran, can actually choose to accept or reject mediation talks. At the very same time, Russian and Chinese leaders held a phone call to discuss the situation. Both Putin and Chinese President Xi Jinping strongly criticized Israel's action and called for an immediate ceasefire. Xi Jinping said that armed forces is not the solution and that the top priority is stopping the fight before the war spreads even further. Russia has long tried to play a balancing role in the Middle East. We all know that. It has kept friendly relationship with Israel, Iran, and even Arab countries, acting as a key diplomatic player. But things have changed now. Russia's influence has taken a hit, specifically after the fall of its long-term ally Bashar al-Assad in Syria and growing anger over Israel's action in Gaza. Despite its partnership with Iran, Russia says that it has not been asked for any military help. President Putin told reporters that Iran has not made any formal request for weapons or any sort of assistance, and he reminded the public that the treaty signed with Iran earlier this year is not a military alliance. It does not require any country to come to others' defense in case of the attack. Well, Putin was asked a very serious question. What would Russia do if Iran's supreme leader, Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, was assassinated? He replied sharply, "I don't even want to discuss such a possibility." Well, the spokesperson later on added that Russia is willing to send humanitarian aid to Iran if asked, but so far that request hasn't come. In the same phone call with Xi Jinping, Putin again offered to help mediate the conflict. He also recently spoke separately with Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu and also Iran's new president, saying that peace talks are only way forward. China too said that it supported Putin's idea of mediation, with Xi Jinping urging all the sides to stop and avoid making these things even worse. But the West isn't buying it. Leaders like Donald Trump and France's President Emmanuel Macron have dismissed Putin's offer to mediate, pointing out the irony that Russia is still actively waging a brutal war in Ukraine. Trump, in particular, used the moment to take a jab at Putin, saying that Russia should fix its own mess before trying to solve somebody else's. In the end, Russia's warning to US is clear. Don't interfere in the Middle East conflict or it could make things far more worse. But with so many powerful countries involved, each with their own goal and alliances, the path to peace is anything but simple.